Hello again, everyone. It's Vince Forer from TradingWinds.com, and this is our update for November 11th, 2018. Let's take a quick look at how the markets finished off on Friday. We saw more selling across the board. The downturn we've seen in the crude oil market is really starting to cause some concern in the equity markets. Fear of a global economic slowdown. And on Friday, the Dow was down 291 points. The S&P 500 was down almost 26 points, while the Nasdaq gave up 124 points, and the Russell losing almost 29 points on Friday. The bond market did bounce slightly, and the yield on the 10-year note dropped back. It's now at 3.184%. Going back to crude oil, there it is. And we were actually we closed off the lows of the day. We were much lower during the session, but this was the 10th straight losing session for crude and is now its longest losing streak in 34 years. It was down another 80 cents or 1.32% on Friday with no end in sight here. Gold was down heavily as well, down $14.80. This continues to have a lot to do with the strong U.S. dollar. U.S. dollar getting close to that 97 level once again, and will most likely bust through there and continue going higher. Now, I'm sure many of you have heard about the death cross indicator. If you haven't, let me just take a quick moment here and fill you in on what it is. All you need to do is put the 50-day moving average and the 200-day moving average on your charts. And when the 50 crosses from below to above that 200, it's known as the golden cross. That's usually when things move higher. When the 50 drops below the 200, that's known as the death cross, because it's a pretty strong predictor of what's to come. And most of the bear markets that we've had, 1929, 1938, 1974, even 2008, the death cross predicted it accurately. And so where do we stand now? The Dow here, still, we are not in jeopardy of that death cross just yet. The S&P 500 is getting a little closer. The Nasdaq is even closer. But have a look at the Russell, we're just about there. And as you know, the Russell kind of tends to lead things. So we're getting closer and closer to that point. And this is what you need to watch. And there are a number of big name stocks. It's also good exercise to look at some of the bigger names that are almost there as well. You look at NVIDIA and it's pretty much there. Something like a Baidu is probably already crossed. Yes, it has a while ago. So it's always good to have a look at some of the bigger name stocks carrying bigger weight on an index. And as they start rolling over and you start seeing that death cross, eventually the index gives way. And then that's when we officially start that major downturn. So keep an eye on the 50 and the 200-day moving average. It's a pretty good predictor of things to come. That's about it for now. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you on our next update.